Good evening and welcome to India Today. I'm Anjali Istavar and with me is Nikhil Naz. Today is the big day, the match between India and Pakistan in Asia Cup. Everybody was waiting for it and everybody was hating on it. Now it seems the match is going to be underway soon. We'll have the toss. And Nikhil, are we waiting or are we hating on it?
I mean, there are mixed reactions, Anjali, I must tell you. And, I've covered cricket for a very long time. And India and Pakistan have in the past also played during circumstances when the two countries have been on a full-fledged war. This time there was a skirmish that happened. I remember 1999, at the peak of Kargil war, you played during the World Cup. And there was a lot of hate at that time as well. But this time, I think the calls for boycott are real. What we are witnessing at the stadium, there is a possibility that you might just have a 50% turnout for this game, which is unusual for any India-Pakistan encounter. So that's what we're getting to hear at the moment. And other than that, I can see the social media trends as well. There are many people that are boycotting the game as well.
So breaking news coming in, Pakistan has won the toss, Nikhil.
That's really interesting. That is very interesting.
And choosing to bat.
That doesn't surprise me, Anjali.
Why?
Because most teams here in the UAE have been winning the toss and have decided to bat first. So once they won the toss, I thought that any captain that would have won the toss today would have wanted to bat first. Even though India, when they won their toss in the first game, decided to chase, but then they were up against a relatively weaker opposition. So they must be trying out different things. Then let's see what we can do while chasing. But given a big game like this, India versus Pakistan, any team that would have won a toss would have decided to bat first. And I just witnessed a tri-series that happened before this Asia Cup started in the UAE. Of course, this game is being played in Dubai, but those matches were played in Sharjah, not too far away from Dubai. And there as well, every game where the team that batted first ended up winning that particular match. And even in the final, Afghanistan versus Pakistan, the team that batted first, and on that occasion it was Pakistan, they went on to win the encounter. So toss plays a crucial role in the UAE, and that is what the Indian team will have to do. It's going to be an uphill task overall because you are chasing. Right. India do start as the favourite, no doubt, Anjali. But the fact that Pakistan are batting first has given them a little bit of advantage as well.
But look at us. Look at our advantage, our playing 11. Let's look at the team 11. Do take us through that.
Okay, so what we're getting to here, the Indian team is unchanged. When I say unchanged, it's exactly the team that India had played in that game versus UAE. That was India's tournament opener in the Asia Cup. So what is that team? It's a team where India tends to play just one out-and-out fast bowler. And so one out-and-out fast bowler this time as well is India's ace in the pack. His name is Jasprit Bumrah. That will be the only fast bowler that they're playing with. The second fast bowler is the all-rounder in Hardik Pandya. That is what India will do. And then the important bit for India, because remember, it is a spin-dominating surface. India once again going in with three spinners. They'll have an Akshar Patel, a Kuldeep Yadav, as well as a Varun Chakravarti. So these are primarily of five bowlers, two fast bowlers, three spinners that I just mentioned. You'll have another all-rounder in Shivam Dube, who could be a sixth bowling option. And then you've got the rest of the five batters. I'll start with your openers, and that will be Abhishek Sharma as well as Shubman Gill. Then you'll have Tilak Verma at number 3, Suryakumar Yadav at number 4, and Sanju Samson, your wicketkeeper, will be coming in at number 5. So that is the 11 that India played in the game versus UAE, and that's the 11 that they've got here as well, Anjali.
So finally, we have the graphics also on the screen, the faces that will be seen on the ground today and that will be batting for the country. And remember, it's a big day, not just for cricket. It is also a big day because there are a lot of emotions in this country. Probably that other side of the border also there are some emotions. We don't really know much about that. But joining me right now from Kolkata is Anirban Roy, and also from Chandigarh is Aman Bharadwaj. Let's speak to them and try and understand what people are saying over there. Going first to Anirban. Anirban, what's the mood in Kolkata? Is it the love for the cricket that is outweighing the hatred for the neighboring country, or is it a mix of both the emotions?
See, altogether hatred is there, but right now the supporters, the fans of Kolkata are all supporting this match, and they're saying that India will win in all the battlefields, also the 22 yards. And right now we can see that there is a photograph of Ma Durga idol, and they are praying to Ma Durga that how Durga has finished Ashur. That's the way the India will beat Pakistan today. So क्या लगता है आज के मैच में एक्स फैक्टर कौन है पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ? हार्दिक पांड्या है, सूर्य कुमार यादव है, बुमराह है, कौन है?
मेरे ख्याल से ये है ना, वो क्या नाम है, अभिषेक शर्मा से मेन फैक्टर। वो फर्स्ट 5 इयर्स थोड़ा सा स्टे कर देगा तो मुश्किल होगा, पाकिस्तान के लिए मुश्किल होगा। और शुभमन गिल तो है ही, और एक्स फैक्टर आप बोलना चाहते हैं बॉलिंग में है बुमराह और कुलदीप यादव, ये बहुत मायने रखेगा।
Well, they are calling for Bumrah, also Kuldeep Yadav, and in Suryakumar Yadav, and also Abhishek Sharma, the opening one. So right now, the Kolkata is right now cheering for Indian team, and they're supporting the match, and they're saying that as per all the fields, India will beat Pakistan this time also, again and again. Over to you, Anjali.
Right. You know what never fails to surprise me is the pure and unadulterated love for cricket that we Indians have, and this somehow overshadows everything else. And joining me now is also Aman, so let's cut across to Chandigarh. Aman, tell us what's happening there.
See, there were protests also, Anjali, in Chandigarh, because Aam Aadmi Party councillor here in Chandigarh with his supporters, they protested and they demanded that this match should be boycotted and people should not go and watch the match. But also the spirit for the sports and for the cricket is also high. We are in a Sethi Dhaba where the special LED has been placed, and the preparation, they are singing songs to keep the morale high. कैसे तैयारी आपकी है, कैसे आप मोरल हाई, आप गाने गा रहे हैं, कैसे जज्बा है भारत के लिए?
डेफिनेटली ब्रदर, जैसे अभी आपने बताया, हमने भी देखा कि पाकिस्तान ने टॉस जीता है। वो टॉस ही जीत सकते हैं, मैच नहीं जीत सकते, क्योंकि मैच जीतने के लिए जो हिम्मत, जो जज्बा चाहिए वो उनमें शुरू से है ही नहीं। शुरू से ही हारते आए हैं, तो डैम श्योर आज भी हारेंगे और हार के अपने घर जाएंगे।
आज का मैच कैसे आप कैसी तैयारी आपने की है? आप तो गाने गा रहे थे लोगों के।
देखो जी, मैं तो यही कहना चाहूंगा, आज सारा दिन टीवी के ऊपर यही आ रहा है कि मैच होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए। ये रंगां दी गर्मी, उमंगां दी गर्मी, फिल्मां दे पर्दियां ते अंगां दी गर्मी, इंसान दे जहनां च जंगां दी गर्मी, हड़तालां, नारियां ते मंगां दी गर्मी। आओ इस गर्मी नूं ठल पाइए, आपां क्रिकेट खेड के एक दूजे नु जित के ते हार के दिखाइए। बिल्कुल ना जी।
कैसे आपके पास आ रहे, कौन सा गाना आपने सुनाया आज के लिए, क्योंकि स्पिरिट हाई है?
लख परदेसी होइए, लख परदेसी होइए, अपना देश नहीं पंडीदा, जेड़े मुल्क दिखाइए उसदा बुरा नहीं मंगीदा, जेड़े मुल्क दिखाइए उसदा बुरा नहीं मंगीदा, लख परदेसी होइए।
Spirit that we are in a nation, and for the nation, it all seems to be smaller because nation comes first. And today, where the India is playing for the match, so the battle is also there, and India should win. That's the morale and that's the spirit people have here in Chandigarh.
Now, that's quite interesting. Do stay on with us, Aman. You know, the love and devotion for the game is coming out in musical forms as well, you know. And interestingly, Nikhil, Aam Aadmi Party has been smashing television sets, and also some other parties have been smashing television sets and saying, you know, we should boycott this match. It's symbolic. We can see these are the visuals that we are showing right now. This was by the women's wing of the Aam Aadmi Party, where they smashed the television set and also offered sindoor to Prime Minister Modi, saying that why is this match happening and this is not the correct time or the right time to have the match. And they were calling it not just wrong, it was being considered as an insult to the martyrdom of not just the security people, but also the victims of Pahalgaon. So, Nikhil, I'll bring you in here again. I was talking about the fact that the protests are there, and there are symbolic protests, and there are some who have been fairly vocal about it, trying to link certain companies and bringing in money issue into it. We'd seen Priyanka Chaturvedi doing that. Now try and explain to us why, because as a layperson, I don't understand. Why can't we just not have the match, and why can't we just not show the match or otherwise?
Well, see, I mean, all of that is beyond you. So when you give television rights, it's never for a game. It is for the entire tournament. So not having one India-Pakistan game would mean that if you're a broadcaster and you'd look at a broadcaster for broadcasting games, then he may not be interested in purchasing the entire tournament. So what do you do when India play other matches? And again, you remember, India and Indian cricket in the past was shown on Doordarshan. And why was it? And these are days where even Doordarshan wasn't even, getting their profits in line with the kind of money that they were spending. But it used to be done because it was considered in national interest. So your state broadcaster would also show any India games in cricket because it was considered in national interest. Of course, the last couple of decades has seen television rights go through the roof. But now when you get the private players in, they will only buy rights of a tournament where India-Pakistan is going to be a big right. So to answer your question, whether why not just broadcast this game, then we'll have to, boycott the entire tournament and not show that. Will that be in national interest? Because I know there are many fans who would want to see. But overall, if you see, I can see people are divided. And you, as you've been showing in the last 10, 15 minutes as well, there are those that have said that, listen, forget about all of this that is happening. Let sport be sport and you continue to play. Then there are those who have said, and whether they are politically motivated or part of political parties.
And there are those as well who are saying, let's show them what they are on the field as well.
Exactly.
There is that voice also.
Correct. So they're still in favor of watching a cricket. And then there are those who say that you cannot be playing cricket. I'm not here to argue in favor or against anyone, and I'm sure that each of those people have had different reasons why they've, reached the conclusion that they have. But at the moment, you have to look at the larger picture, because many people talk about money and finances, but I don't think it's only boiling down to that, because the decision has been taken by the government. Why do you think a government is given a go-ahead? The government doesn't see a single penny of this entire tournament, right? So this bogey about money and money dictates everything. The money goes into, to an extent, that too not because it's an ACC tournament, to an extent into the coffers of BCCI. That's also limited because it's distributed amongst all other countries that are participating. But the government doesn't even see a single penny. So I think, and the government sent a statement out well in advance when they gave a permission to start, is that you have to engage with them at multilateral tournament. Otherwise, you'll have a scenario where India will not be seen as a viable venue, and India will then remain isolated.
We will be isolated.
Correct.
So basically, it's kind of protectionism for ourselves also, where we are trying to be part of the larger global sporting community by not trying to take steps which could be harmful for ourselves only. But joining us now is also Sushant Mehra. I'm sorry, I beg your pardon, Sushant. Sushant joins us from Delhi. Sushant, do take us through what's happening around you.
देखिए अंजलि, इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच है और लोग काफी ज्यादा एक्साइटेड रहते हैं इस मैच को लेकर के, पहलगांव को लेकर के, इंसिडेंट को लेकर के विरोध भी है। कैफे में मैं मौजूद हूं, आपको तस्वीर दिखा दूं कि ये मैच जो है वो अब शुरू होने वाला। पाकिस्तान ने टॉस जो है वो जीता और बड़ी स्क्रीन पर जो लोग हैं वो इस एक्साइटमेंट के साथ हैं कि कब मैच शुरू हो और हिंदुस्तान की एक बार फिर से जीत जो है। हमारे साथ कई सारे लोग हैं जो यहाँ के मैच देखने के लिए पहुंचे। कितनी एक्साइटमेंट मैच को लेकर के?
एक्साइटेड है, काफी एक्साइटेड है कि इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच है। हमेशा ही एक इंडिया पाकिस्तान के लिए अलग ही एक्साइटमेंट होती है कि इंडिया जीतेगा पाकिस्तान। बट जैसे पाकिस्तान की तरफ से अभी पहलगांव में अटैक वगैरह था तो थोड़ा डिस्टर्बेंस भी है, तो माइट भी देखो अभी यहाँ भी माहौल खाली खाली, अभी लोग भी नहीं आए हैं।
जीतेगा कौन?
इंडिया ही जीतेगा।
कौन जीतेगा?
ऑब्वियसली इंडिया।
एक्साइटमेंट आप?
बहुत एक्साइटमेंट है। ऑब्वियसली इंडिया पाकिस्तान के लिए तो हमेशा एक्साइटमेंट रहती ही है।
आप देख सकते हैं अंजलि, जो कपल्स हैं जो यहाँ बैठे हैं, वो उम्मीद यही है कि बेशक चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, हिंदुस्तान हर हाल में ये मैच जो है वो जरूर जीतेगा। पाकिस्तान के साथ जब हुआ था पहलगांव, उसमें भी हिंदुस्तान ने अपनी जीत दर्ज कराई थी और हर बार मैच के अंदर हो वो पाकिस्तान के साथ जीत जो है वो हिंदुस्तान की ही होती है।
Sushant, आप भी हमारे साथ बने रहें. I would request all the reporters to stay with us because we'll cut across to Kolkata now. Anirban, it's surprising, but as Sushant was just telling us, the pubs or the restaurants or the clubs that are showing the public viewing of these matches are actually seeing low turnout. There is not much attendance for that. But people who are watching it at homes, what is the kind of excitement that you are seeing?
See, the excitement is kind different over here in Kolkata. Right now, I am joined by a few bunch of fans over here, and they are also sloganing India, India, and also right now, few childrens over here. We will talk to them also. How much excited you are, and who is your favorite from today's team?
I am a bowler, but I love always Jasprit Bumrah.
जसप्रीत बुमराह. ओके सो आप लोगों को क्या लगता है कि आज की जो मैच है इस मैच में इंडिया कैसे बाजी मारेगी क्योंकि ऑलरेडी पाकिस्तान हैव वन द टॉस एंड दे हैव चोजन टू बैट फर्स्ट.
ये वाइटल हो जाएगा. बॉलर कैसे बॉल करते हैं, तो इसमें बुमराह और कुलदीप यादव का तो रोल बहुत वाइटल है. और ऐसे भी हार्दिक पांड्या इज अ बिग फैक्टर इन दिस मैच बिकॉज हार्दिक पांड्या तो ऑलराउंडर है, वो उसको बॉल करना जरूरी है.
Well, so whom you are supporting today, who do you think that will be the X factor of today's India's team? Who will be the X factor of today's India team? Who will play good?
All.
So you can see, Anjali, that everyone is saying that today they want Pakistan to lose, and in all aspects of field, because we have seen that these people have performed yajna in the afternoon, that they said that how Ma Durga has fought over Asura, also the negative energies, and this time also the Indian players will fight against the Pakistani in 22 years in UAE.
Right, Anirban. You know, it's quite nice to see the young generation also playing, because, you know, that's the beauty of the game, that you have new inspiration and new generation getting inspired by it. We'll be coming back to you, but from Bhopal, Ravish joins us. Ravish, tell us, what is the excitement around you?
Bharat, 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 Bharat.
Though it's raining here in Bhopal, but the cricket fever is also high in Madhya Pradesh, and this time we have cricket enthusiasts, cricket fans with us. And आप बताइए क्या लगेगा, आज पाकिस्तान ने टॉस जीत लिया है, लेकिन मैच कौन जीतेगा?
मैच तो देखिए एज अ हिंदुस्तानी में स्वाभाविक सी बात है कि हिंदुस्तान ही मैच जीतेगा. और पिछले 1-1.5 साल से जो भारतीय क्रिकेट का जो रवैया चल रहा है शुभमन गिल की कप्तानी में कि टॉस हारो मैच जीतो, तो आई वुड प्रेफर कि इंडिया विल वन इजीली दिस एशिया कप.
आपको क्या लगता है कि जिस तरीके से हम लोग ने चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी जीती, उससे पहले वर्ल्ड कप T20 जीता था, आज भी डोमिनेट करेगा इंडिया?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, हमेशा की तरह आज भी इंडिया जीतेगा.
जी. आपको क्या लग रहा है, क्या परफॉर्मेंस रहेगा, क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं आप आज इंडिया से?
बहुत बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस रहेगा. चेस करने वाली इंडिया भी पता लगा है कि टॉस पाकिस्तान ने जीत के पहले बल्लेबाजी का फैसला किया है. इंडिया इजीली चेस करेगा और बहुत ही जबरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस इंडिया की तरफ से हम पूरे भारतवासियों को देखने को डेफिनेटली मिलने वाला है. 100%
मैच देखेंगे आप लोग?
बिल्कुल देखेंगे. मैं एक बात बोलना चाहता हूं. पाकिस्तान के तनवीर ने बोला था कि पाकिस्तान अगर पहली बैटिंग करता है तो सैम अयूब बुमराह के 6 बॉल में 6 छक्के मारेगा. आज मैं वो देखना चाहता हूं, इसके लिए बहुत एक्साइटेड हूं. आज बॉलिंग बुमराह की आएगी शोएब अयूब के सामने, और देखते हैं 6 छक्के कैसे मारते हैं.
इंडिया इंडिया इंडिया, भारत 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 भारत, हिंदुस्तान जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद जिंदाबाद, हिंदुस्तान.
These are the images here from the capital city of Madhya Pradesh.
Right, Ravish. Absolutely, we can see that the excitement is there, and there is, of course, die-hard loyalty that we see amongst the fans for the Indian team. And now, new hope with Shubman Gill. We can see that there are fans there who are talking about Shubman Gill's captaincy. So I'll bring this to you, Nikhil. What do you predict for Shubman Gill's captaincy?
Well, you know, he's of course taken the Test captaincy, and he's got a great future. He's the vice captain this time, but he's again captain in waiting for the T20 format as well. I'll talk about the current captain in Suryakumar Yadav because today happens to be his birthday, and I think the best birthday that he can get today is to lead his team to victory versus Pakistan. That's correct. That today is Suryakumar Yadav's birthday, the captain of the Indian team today on the field. So I don't think he can.
Do you think there will be a cake cutting before or after?
I think after, because I think they're going to keep that for once the game is over and how the result really
and
pans
probably
out.
they would have already written, "We have won" on that cake.
Yes, they would have definitely ordered that.
Because the Indian team is confident. That's what we've been picking up.
See, there is daylight between India and Pakistan at the moment. You know, Indian team are the current T20 world champions. And imagine a team that became world champions have let go of some of their biggest names in Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Ravindra Jadeja, they've all retired. And that team, you would have thought, would go through a transition. That's even become better than the team that won the World Cup. So the last 1 year or so, this new Indian team under Suryakumar Yadav has been setting the stage on fire. They're the envy of the entire world. Everyone wants to be like that. Pakistan, on the other hand, going through a transition, haven't had great results building up to this. So if you're going to look at quality-wise, I think there is a big gap between the two teams. Having said that, this is the shortest format of the game, and if any place you can get an upset, it is mostly in T20 cricket. So you have to be wary of that as well, that upsets can happen. But overall, if you look at the two teams, and just to answer your question about that, Anjali, where you're asking, one of the many reporters that were joining us live, about why is it that not too many people are turning up in restaurants and bars where they are screening this game. It's also primarily because a lot of people would not want to be seen to be watching an India-Pakistan game in public. They may be watching it live on their television sets inside their houses, but may not really want to venture out. And that's why you'll have a scenario where you'll have these restaurants which will not be full up. You might have the stadium
also,
which
there
will be
is
50%.
threat from certain political parties that if this is happening, a public screening, they may come and disrupt it. Let's cut across to Aman Bharadwaj in Chandigarh. Aman, there was a threat from Aam Aadmi Party as well for that, for public screening.
Exactly, Anjali, and here in Chandigarh, Aam Aadmi Party did hosted a protest as well in Sector 16 Stadium, where they raised slogans that the match should be boycotted and also people should not switch on the TV. But we are in Zirakpur's Sethi Dhaba, where the LED has been placed for the people, and here the excitement and the spirit is also high. They are singing songs, they are keeping the morale high. And क्या आप आम आदमी पार्टी ने कहा था कि टीवी मत लगाओ, मैच नहीं देखा जाएगा, तो आपने तो बड़ी एलईडी बाहर लगा रखी है, यहाँ आप गाने गा रहे हैं।
अल्लाह वालो, राम वालो, अपने मजहब को सियासत से बचा लो, एक रहने दो शहीदों का तिरंगा झंडा, रोज नए झंडे में डंडा घुसाने वालों। मेरा तो देखो ये कहना है, ਅਸੀਂ सारी पार्टियां की इज्जत करते हैं, हम सारी पार्टियों की इज्जत करते हैं, लेकिन क्रिकेट का मैच हो गया, संगीत हो गया, कलाकार हो गए, इनको राजनीति से दूर रखना चाहिए।
तो आप मैच देख रहे हैं मतलब, और लोग भी यहाँ जो आ रहे हैं वो भी
कोई आप अकेले मेरे से मत पूछो, औरों से भी पूछो जाके कि मैच होना चाहिए कि नहीं होना चाहिए। नहीं जी, आज क्रिकेट का मैच है, लगा दो टीका काला, टॉस जीत गए तो क्या हुआ, पुष्पा झुकेगा नहीं साला।
देशभक्ति के आप गाने गा रहे थे कि देश वीर जवानों का, तो मैच जीतेगा आपको?
अरे यार भाई, पता क्या बात है, हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं, खाने में नमक हो या ना हो, लेकिन खून में देश का नमक जरूर होना चाहिए। सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, चाहे जितना जोर लगा, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी। हम भी कहा है, तुम भी कहो।
Amazing. We also pray सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी। अमन, हम भी यही चाहते हैं. We also want that. And thank you very much to all our reporters who joined from the ground and brought us this mood. But Nikhil, before we bid goodbye to all our viewers, what is your final message? What is your final word? Because now it seems, earlier I was watching your show and Mr. Gavaskar was saying that the stands are not really full. What is happening now? Is it a sufficient?
I think it's about 50% crowds that have turned up, 50% packed stadium, which is also unusual for an India-Pakistan game, but they are still takers for this encounter.
Okay, we'll be keeping an eye on that match. We bid you goodbye now.